other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Powered by Panama City Toyota. Your home for Auburn Tiger basketball. WGSX Lynn Haven. WVLQ Port St. Joe. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Full of water. I stay hot up. Stay hot up. Gonna get you hot up. I'm gonna make it.
He's so positive today. Man.
Second hot up. Will it make me sweat? Yeah. Second hot up. Yeah. Will it make me wet? Yeah.
Well. Good morning, Wildcat. What's up, Big Daddy?
What's going on? I was just talking to Mr. Jimmy there about his new job.
Yeah. What is his new job?
Here's a car crash test dummy.
Yeah, I'm a crash test dummy.
Spring break is full force.
Yeah.
Jason Kovaleski, what is up? You walked in the gym, heads turned. I was just kind of staring at you and all. Just saw this unbelievable muscular body walking around, women just going nuts. And you look good. Had a good workout there. I was kind of disappointed in the amount of weight you were lifting.
I tried to get you to jump in with me, but I don't know why you didn't.
I'm back. I'm back, man. How much weight did you have on that squat thing? Like 500?
It was about 540 or something like that.
Yeah, you and Brant can do that. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
That'd break me in half.
Just to be like transparent, I wasn't doing a squat. It was a machine, so it's the same thing.
But it's still heavy.
Yeah, it was still heavy.
Yeah, I can see you and Wildcat doing that. Not me.
Yeah.
I always hear all these war stories you tell. But I've known you a long time, so I know when they're true or not.
He's strong now.
You see all these people. I see him. I see him. Former Hurricane players. But do you do anything? Do you ever do anything there?
I keep people interested.
What is your?
My role is there to walk around, talk to people, make them feel happy.
He's a coach. He's a motivator.
I'm a motivator speaker.
He keeps the machine warm.
You blow the whistle for a sec? That's what you did for 25 years. First set, 8 reps.
I did tell Jason, I said, hey, that's not a damn chair. And he kind of stayed. He saw it was me. He backed down. He knew better to jump.
Yeah. I was scared.
I can see it in your eyes.
My boots.
I can see Hey, anybody knows Karen Smith? Everybody knows Karen. Realtor, former teacher. Great lady, great young lady. We had our kids at Arnold. I think when we opened up, Scotty and them were there. Anyway, tell Karen, because I saw something this morning on Facebook, problem sleeping, okay? Tell Karen if you all know her, you'll see her somewhere today. She might be at the gym right now. She goes in there early, Jason.
Yeah.
She works in there real early in the morning. But anyway, she's having a hard time sleeping. She has something posted on Facebook. Tell Karen to get down to Max Fit Sports Nutrition, ask for Jason Kovaleski, or tell her to ask for somebody that she's having a difficult time sleeping. And her prayers will be answered. I'm telling you. That stuff's incredible.
Go get a sample of Somatomax. That's the name of it.
What?
Somatomax. SOMATOMAX. But it is really a good sleep aid. It's not something that's going to, per se, knock you out. Sleep. But it helps you achieve REM sleep. That way, when you wake up, you feel rested. So.
Swear by that stuff, man. Yeah. Now, I don't take it all the time.
No, and I don't recommend anything you could take that gives you that type of sleep you can become dependent on, not physically, but, you don't want to have to carry that around everywhere you go. So I usually do 3 days on, 2 days off, and give my body a little break from it. But it seems to work.
Let me ask you, you kind of know medical stuff quite a bit. Do you think Elvis and Michael Jackson kind of went off the deep end? I mean, Michael Jackson, people actually come to his house and put him to sleep. Elvis took a bottle of pills to sleep. I mean, did they overdo it?
I think they were using something a little stronger than Somatomax.
You think it was natural?
No, probably not.
Anyway, I still cannot believe that they actually put Michael Jackson to sleep.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I don't know what was going on there. There's a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding his death and everything.
Sonny wanted him gone, I think. Somebody wanted him gone. I shouldn't have said that.
He was taking mother's milk. That's
He was saying, well, no,
he needed his mother's
was that all
milk.
he was taking?
If you want to go down a rabbit hole, there's a couple good conspiracy theories on Michael Jackson and Stephen King, and I don't even want to talk about it on here because then we get calls thrown off the air. But there's some good ones out there if you want to go down a couple rabbit holes.
I like those rabbit. Run, rabbit, run.
The funny thing is, conspiracy theories over the last 10 years have somewhat been proven true for the most part. So who knows?
Yeah. Do we have any gold? And
Probably not.
that was all fake too.
I think we were robbed.
Did
completely.
we ever land on the moon?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I can't say for yes or for sure, but it's very weird that we could do something in the 60s or 50s that we can't do now.
Yeah.
With all the technology and advances.
Did Alabama actually lose 4 games last year?
Yes, absolutely.
You can prove it?
I can.
Can you prove it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Spring break, again, we're talking about that. Be careful. Jim and Judy found that out last night, coming back from the great state of Texas.
No, 2 nights ago, Sunday night.
Sunday night. Was it? I had to scare you.
On a Sunday night when you think you're safe out on the roads on a
You think?
Sunday.
Yeah, it was not a fun time. It was not fun. Nothing good about it.
But you did say that police got there in a great time. They did a good job.
Yeah, oh yeah, EMTs, everybody was outstanding.
Yeah.
Law enforcement was really good.
I really think this year and most years, our Bay County Sheriff's Department, our police departments, everybody in law enforcement, man, they're ready. They're ready to go. You notice we're not having all the problems we had in the past. I think strong. I think the word's gotten out there. Don't come down here and act like a thug.
For sure.
Now, I don't think I think they've headed west. I think a lot of things are happening down on 30A. Guy got the heck beat out of him. Guy that owned the house.
60 years old.
Yeah, and they were, how a bunch of them, 16, 17
16 to 20.
Yeah,
like that.
beating the crap out of him. And you made a good point. If stand your ground. What if he had a gun in his house? They came up to the house, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's a stand your ground state. I mean, that's a dangerous thing. That's why you don't run up on people and try to beat them up for no reason. I mean, anybody can shoot you nowadays, and really, I mean, it's legal. So just be careful. I mean, I think the police have a tough job. I mean, it's a thankless job. I mean, think about all the people that used to come down here that were wild and just, so they do the best they can. It's better to deter people from coming down that, we don't want down here tearing up the beaches, committing crimes.
Have you heard anything? It seems like it's been pretty good in Bay County.
I think it's been pretty quiet. I've seen more families and more people traveling as families than we see the people that are partying. But I think the people that came down here to have some fun have been a little bit better. I mean, we haven't seen the shootings or heard about anybody falling off balconies like we used to. So I think for the most part, it's been pretty quiet.
And the SeaWorld situation, they're looking into that. The water evidently looks terrible.
How do you let it get to that, though?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're saving money, right?
Yeah. But if you're
Lumps
we shouldn't be catching wild animals, put them in captivity
In a zoo.
and killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
When you live right across from the ocean where there's thousands of dolphins, you know what I'm saying? That makes no sense to me.
Well, they're looking into it. They wanted to check it out. They wouldn't let them in. And so
Isn't that a red flag right there?
Seems to be.
Well, you can't come in. We're doing everything all right. Everybody's
good.
healthy, except the dolphins that died.
Yeah. Well,
and FWC were the ones that helped them build that place, get all the permits, and show them how to do things
didn't
right.
Didn't one of them die during the show?
They had 5 of them die.
One of them during the show, though.
Yeah.
I think so.
Dan, is that part of the show? Is that, suppose that?
Look at that, he's playing dead.
Very, very realistic. And he looks like he's dead.
The police, the cops do have.
It ain't funny, but
No, but release the dolphins, get them out of there. I mean, money's not that important.
yeah, let Free Willy out.
If you want to see dolphins, just go out and sit on the beach.
Yeah.
Go down to the intercoastal or down there to the pass at the island. And, of course, you're not allowed to feed them anymore. Wink, wink. But get your little jet ski, travel across there to the island, throw a little cigar minnow out there.
You can cage them and you can poison them, but you can't feed them out in the wild.
They've shown. I've seen so many stories.
Did you see the dolphins that
do
surrounded the capsule that landed, the SpaceX capsule when that landed?
Pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 100 miles.
Makes me wonder if that was real or
aliens.
No,
right
that really happened. That was good stuff.
You seen the movie Cocoon? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. I'm like, this looks like a reenactment, but
Was it Walter?
If you see all these, when we do the nature update, which I've got some stuff I I got it. I just haven't talked about it yet because we have things to talk about. But
Because you ain't been here.
they've showed, and I'm giving it to be a lot less. They really showed these cages with these bears in it that you can hardly move, and their whole life they've been in it behind a gas station up in Texas or somewhere, and they finally the people got together after years. They finally get him free.
Yeah.
And they take him to this refuge, and they let him out. He can't hardly walk, but he recovered honestly pretty quickly and adapted up there. And I want to say it was in Colorado, Montana, somewhere. I mean, it's like they let him free. I mean, they let him out.
Look, nature's brutal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk up with a bear, they'll rip your head off. So I'm not like saying that, don't hunt bears and control the population, but put them in a cage to me is like one of the cruelest thing you can do to an animal.
They showed the cage of this lion, and I'm telling you, it's half the size of this room. Right. He ain't been there his whole life. And they finally they show them, the stories they show them when they're getting out and can't walk and the way they've been abused. And they were worried if they could survive on their own. And sometimes they do. But, and let me ask something else. Do lions make a kill and invite the poor cheetahs over or hyenas? Come over and eat some. Take some of mine. Does that happen? Does that happen?
No.
But they do this to humans. Yeah. They come and take your money to go pay for people that lay around and have kids and don't do anything but produce.
Because we're not acting like lions.
I'm a lion. I'm tired of being that sheep.
I'm tired of being that hyena that's getting the scraps.
Go get him, tiger.
Yeah. Anyway, LSU. I watched LSU, Florida State. We'll talk about that about 7:30 in basketball.
I thought it was a close game, and then it came back after the third quarter, and they were down 30.
I like the basketball coach at LSU. I don't know her name.
Kim Mulkey.
That's her. She dresses wild. I like when she interviews. She's
a firecracker, man.
She's fiery.
She's smart. She knows how to sell herself. She knows how to sell LSU. Kind of like Wildcat, how he sells ESPN Northwest Florida.
She's got that personality like the Tennessee coach that was so good for years.
Pat Summitt.
Yeah, Pat Summitt. I hear her talk. That's who she reminds me of.
Yeah, we got to get into this Michigan situation. What's the latest? I mean, they do a great job stealing signs, video, and now they're breaking into women's. Were they women athletes or they college women?
All of the above.
Yeah, I think both.
I mean, he's doing it for 8 years. I mean, thousands of accounts. I mean, so these are pictures that people had on their phones and stored on their computers that obviously weren't ever going to see the side of day.
Private stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably nude photos that you maybe share with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
They said that, yeah.
So he was hacking into people's computer bases. I believe you said that there were some cookies where he was hacking into players and athletes, finding out injury reports on them. So obviously there was some gambling.
It was their health records.
Right. So there was some gambling implications with that. I mean,
so you're saying they stepped across that line?
You think?
They got 24 felonies. I think he slightly did, yes.
and the thing, when I heard this part of it yesterday, the first lawsuits that were brought were by Michigan athletes, okay? Not Ohio State, not Penn State, not Rutgers, not Michigan State, the U of M. Okay.
I'll give Mike Hart some credit. Supposedly he's the one that blew the whistle on it the first time around because he was friends with the coach at Rutgers, played with him at Michigan. The Rutgers coach came up to him and said, "Hey, man, this is what's going on." And he went to the AD and went to to his coordinator and blew the whistle and said, "Hey, man, what's going on? I don't want to be a part of this." And that's probably why he wasn't retained last year with Harbaugh. So
if you hadn't kept up with this later today, maybe around 7:30, we'll jump into LSU and FSU basketball, which was first half was incredible.
Yeah,
game. It kind of got ugly in the second half. But anyway, we'll talk about that, and we'll get into this because a lot of people out there don't understand what's going on with this. This all relates to the Michigan scandal, the cheating. They definitely they said it. Interviewed one of the coaches, and Harbaugh was like, "Not go up the line, cross the line.
Yeah,
whatever you got to do, whatever it takes."
I'm actually a little shocked at everything that's coming out. I really didn't believe that Harbaugh.
Now you know why they're hiring all these different lawyers,
and that's why none of them stayed. They all ran to the NFL. None of them cooperated with the NCAA. I mean, there's a lot of dirty stuff that was going on in that program. It's just kind of shocking. The fact that they came out and said, "Oh, it's about cheeseburgers."
No, it's not.
Yeah, right. Come on.
See, y'all were giving Jeremy a hard time, and all he was doing trying to help to feed the poor. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We love all of them. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. You want some great seafood, ice cold beer, great burger, steaks, pork chops, you name it, they got it. Black beans and quesadilla is the special today. Yesterday, red beans and rice was the special, was outstanding. You can get that any day, though. Go check it out. You'll love it. Tell Carla we said hello. She'll take care of it. Does a great job down there. The legendary J. Michaels. If you're having any problem with heating and cooling, it's getting closer and closer to summer. It could be, I think it's been close to 80 in a couple days, especially inland. So it's coming.
All week.
Yeah. And again, we're going to have another outbreak of bad weather north of us. I don't know how bad it's going to be here. This is coming up weekend. We have a chance. But if you got any kind of issues, any kind of things that happen to you during the night, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason and his crew will come out. They'll take care of you. Locals taking care of locals. The company's incredible. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Get it serviced. I'm going to get mine done in June, and we always do it in June and December. It helps save you power bill. It helps the unit last longer. It just saves you money. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Now, if you're looking to get a roof, you ever have any damage to your roof, or you just got an old one, it's time to get a new one. There's only one place to go with. That's Kyle Vandergrift. The guy does an incredible job. Everybody knows the Vandergrift family, legendary family here in Bay County. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design, they build, commercial, residential. They do it all. They can build. They can do anything you need. But if you need a roof, TK Vandy Roofing, General Contracting. They are #1. Don't even bother with anybody else. TK Vandy Roofing. Brought to you by Wildcat on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Man, you took 3 months off, Brandon. I'm gonna tell you something.
When you're up on a high ladder doing pressure washing, it's a little more difficult to make a phone call than it is to sit at your desk while you're counting paper clips.
That man got a super soaker pressure washer, Paul.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Tuesday. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and temps near 72. Tonight we will have a variety of slight fog and mostly clear skies and be quite warm at 62. Slightly foggy in the morning, but otherwise mostly sunshine tomorrow and a high 75. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Panama City, are you ready for March Madness and the best crawfish in town? Head to Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar. Watch 4 games at once, all tournament long, on the largest TV in Panama City. Wear your team gear and score big. Buy a drink, make a basket, win a free drink. Plus, unbeatable specials. 3 pounds of crawfish with corn and potatoes, just $25. Buckets of beer, $12.50. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Get ready to connect. ESPN Northwest Florida is thrilled to introduce the newest rock stars to the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to the Beach Chamber, Anchor Realty Florida. Terry Callahan, Anytime Fitness, now open. Cantina Del Mar Fresh Mexican Grill, Centennial Roofing, Emerald Coast Medical Association, and Gulf Coast Gutter.
We're here to champion your success and connect you with this amazing community.
Congratulations from ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce, reaching Bay County and beyond.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, yes. Tell him, baby. Tell him, talk to him. Let him know. But you be nothing, baby. Nothing.
Peanut butter and a nice sandwich.
Without a woman on
Jason, that song is.
It gets me excited.
Just touches my heart. It hits everything. Every.
I've seen the rendition they did for you in Biloxi, though.
Yes, it just has so much meaning. It's a man's world. Do what the hell you're told when you're told to do it.
He's so full of
it. It's just
Brought to you by Archie.
You got the lyrics
Archie,
mixed
come on
up.
back.
The way things should be.
I think you forgot to
Could
finish
be,
the
would've been.
lyric. It turns out that last part.
But the great thing is you got to have them. Yeah, you got to have them back on.
Yeah.
Lucille, turn the TV.
You're reading my mind.
Are you busy? Get in here, turn the TV. I swear the TV was from the end of that wall. He could get up and turn it, and he wouldn't do it. He would call her.
Put down that sandwich you're making for me and go change the channel.
Why's the sandwich cold?
Why get married if you got to get the TV channel?
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Back in the days, remember you used to watch Archie, like you said, Archie Bunker?
Yeah.
Remember that watching that? That was unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. All right, we got him on, the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Coffin over at Rutherford High School. Coach, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing this morning?
Man, it couldn't be better. We're having a blast in here. Did you have a good spring break for it? I mean, did you get away from it for a little bit? Did you have some time to relax and just be with the family during spring, or was it all baseball?
Yeah, I had a couple days to get to relax, hang out with the family, kind of reset a little bit. We also got some work in, and we're ready for the stretch run. I think we needed kind of a little break. I mean, playing kind of the same lineup every day, the guys, I think we're a little banged up going into spring break, so I think we got healthy. The guys are refreshed, and we're ready for that stretch run.
Well, I tell you what, man, was it like about 3 more weeks? And I can't believe we only have 3 more weeks of baseball regular season. That it's just flown by to me. Is that way to you too?
Yeah, no doubt. The new schedule, when we started early, we finished earlier. It's crazy that we only have 3 weeks left, but it is what it is.
All right. We haven't talked in a week. What did you guys do for spring break for us baseball? Did you travel? Did you stay here? Tell us what happened. Who'd you play? Give us some scores and tell us who's playing well for you.
So right before spring break, we got on a little 2-game winning streak. We beat Rickards and we beat Franklin County. And then we didn't have any games over spring break. We kind of took a little bit of time, had a couple practices, got healthy, and then we got a busy one coming up. We got 3 games this week. We got Sequoia from Tennessee coming down. We got a district game, North Bay Haven on Thursday, and we have, who's on Friday?
I think Mosley.
We have Mosley on Friday.
Wow. No rest. That's 3 tough ones right there now.
Yeah.
Tell us about the team from, what'd you say, from Georgia?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Tell us a little about the team. What do you know about them?
I know they have a 5-6 record coming into this week. I think they played Mosley last night. I haven't checked that box score yet, and they played Bozeman tonight. So I think we'll have a good idea of kind of where they stand in that regard before we play them on Wednesday. So kind of check those box scores, get maybe a little report, and see what they got, but not too much on them yet.
How do you guys pick up one game from a team from Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee? Do they call you, I hear about it all the time. Are they calling you guys and talking to you about playing them, or how's that work?
Yeah, usually somehow, some way they get a hold of us, and then kind of ask for the other coaches in the area's numbers too, and kind of reach out to us. And everybody wants to come down here for spring break, so that they're trying to play games while they're down here too.
Yeah, the weather's a lot nicer and everything else.
Right.
What do you think? You knew what you had when you started. Are you pretty proud of this group? Have they played up to what you thought they could do, or are you disappointed? And how do you think the rest of the year is going to play out?
Yeah, I'm definitely pleased. I think we're starting to play better. I think there was some couple games early that we just didn't close, and we're starting to figure out how to close those games out and starting to win, get on a little run here. I think we'll get getting healthier, as I said earlier, and we get a junior back that we haven't had all year. it was supposed to be a big piece for us. He's supposed to be coming back within the next week or two. So I think signs are pointing in the right direction, and I'm excited. I think we can do a little something at the end of the year.
Well, I certainly hope so, man. I really do. I guess everybody's healthy that time off. They should be fresh, legs up under them, ready to go.
Yeah, I think it was honestly a blessing for us. We had a bunch of nagging obliques, arms, shoulders, you name it, we had it. And I think getting back a couple practices at the end of the spring break, and then yesterday, I think everybody was refreshed. Nobody really had anything going, and I think it was a blessing for us, and we're ready to take on these 3 games this week.
All right, let me ask you this. I know I've asked you before, but I forgot, so forgive me. People out there might be listening for the first time. Who all is in Rutherford's baseball district this year?
We have a new district this year, 4 teams. It's us, Bay High, North Bay Haven, and Gadsden County. That's
a pretty good one right there. Well, Coach, good luck to you, buddy. We'll talk to you next Tuesday. Go get you some wins this week and stay safe, okay?
All right, I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, I got to talk about something that really touched my heart. I love the guy. I went and watched the movie about his life story. Jared and I went and watched it at the theater. It's outstanding. George Foreman, the hero. Jim, I don't know. We're the same age. Jason, a little bit younger than we are. But to me, growing up, the heroes are gone. I love Joe Frazier. He was one of the toughest guys you've ever want to see. Yeah. I'll never forget staying up late, listening to the radio when him and Muhammad Ali fought for the first year. I'll never forget going and telling my dad what happened. It was late in the game. The fight, it started late. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and now George Foreman, all 3 in heaven together, talking about the old fights and things like that. 3 legends. Now, I did like Kid Norton, too. I did, but I don't think Kid Norton was on their level. I mean, he was good. He was good.
Yeah, he was good.
But these 3, to me, they're at heavyweights, they're no bigger in our lifetime.
Yeah, George Foreman was really good. You know, he won the gold medal. You know,
for a long time too. I think he won the heavyweight championship at 45 years old or something.
Yeah, he was tough. He was a good guy. The rope-a-dope, you know. And how are they ever going to beat him? He punched himself out, and then Ali knocked him out. You know, there were some big names and big personalities back in the day for us, you know, as the heavyweights. It used to be on Wild World of Sports on Saturday. Muhammad Ali or Ken Norton or George Foreman, Joe Frazier. You won't find any tougher than the 3 you just mentioned, for sure.
I love.
Then in the lightweight, there was the Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
Roberto Duran.
Hagler and Hearns.
No, Duran. That guy, I watched, every time he fought, I wanted to watch him. He was but I'm talking about but still.
But the heavyweights.
The heavyweights, there's just something about the heavyweights.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the real legends, in my opinion. It's just something different.
Oh, he died way too young, though. I mean, what was going on with that? I mean, I didn't know if any health issues that he had. George Foreman, he was only 70-some years old.
76. Yeah. Well, he was big. You know, he was big. He grilled a lot.
Yeah.
He sold like 100 million George Foreman grills. Did you realize we had a call?
The company.
We had a call. You know who offered that deal first before him? Hulk Hogan.
Really?
What's his name?
Hulk Hogan.
The big guy, the Hulk.
Yeah.
He got offered the deal, turned it down. And I think they had the same agent.
Wow.
We had a guy call us and tell us yesterday, we had no idea. That was incredible. I said, you got to be kidding me. You imagine turning down that deal?
I had one. It worked.
Yeah, it did.
We can't tell
everybody what your deal was.
They're that awful good. They make a mess on the counter.
You didn't like them?
You had a little tray.
Well, I love the burgers, but, you know, you got that little tray, and sometimes you got to clean that tray up, and then you got to clean the grill up. And
I just wish for once we could tell a story about somebody good and positive.
It's a mess.
Thanks for pouring water on the fire.
Somebody that died, you know, he's dead. But let's
well, he sold the company, so I mean, he obviously, and they haven't made any improvements on the product.
He was overweight, heavy, poor. Oh my God. His life story is pretty cool. I mean, it's a good one. If you can watch it, it's on. You can go to. I don't know if it's on Netflix. It's on one of them. You can go watch it. saying to your phone or your TV thing, George Foreman movie, it'll come up. It's real. Did you see it?
No, not yet.
Did you watch it yesterday? Is that what you're saying?
No. We went to the theater. And it's probably been a year or two when it came out.
Oh, good.
Maybe longer than that.
Free.
Yeah, you can get it free now, I'm pretty sure. Or not, it'd be like $3.99.
That's all I can afford is free.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we get a bill. Our granddaughters, 10 and 6 or 7, Laura has 7 now. They know how to do all that stuff. So they just come in, buy movies, rent movies, and you get a bill like, okay, Leighton.
Yeah.
She's not even there. Leighton? Anyway. All right, let's take a break. Jason, what's the best way to get up with you? You got some great products. We all know about the vitamins. Wildcat's worried about his cholesterol. We can take care of that naturally.
Yeah.
Aches and pains. We got all kind of creams that can take the pain away. They can actually heal it. But and it's all natural. It's not where you got to go get a prescription. Everybody gets a cut of the pie.
Right.
This is stuff that actually works. And you just like people that are having a hard time sleeping. Talk about something. And if you have problems with your gut, Wildcat.
So we do sell a lot of different things outside of just muscle building. BPCs, TB500s, those are for healing, stomach, it's a connective tissue. We have our sleep aid, the Somatomax. But the main thing is we have a free sample bar, and I don't know if people understand that they can come in and take advantage of that. We sample out our proteins, our pre-workouts, our amino acids, our vitamins, our greens. That way you can come down and try it out before you buy it. That way you don't take something to the house and be like, I'm never going to use this because that's not good for me or for you. So come down, utilize our free sample bar. We have our InBody 570 in both stores, which is a body composition analyzer. It's like a DEXA scan, so we could able to show your results over time. We continuously do that, so we can adjust your food if we need it to help you with that. And then we have a certified sports nutritionist on staff. If you want somebody to write out what to eat, when to eat it, we have that person on staff to help you with that. So we got the supplements with the free sample bar, the certified sports nutrition, and then the scan to help you track your results. But we're on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village next to Black Sheep Armory, and in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
And you finally got to meet Big Frank and Barb. They're from Cleveland, not Cincinnati, but from Cleveland. Big Buckeye fan, huge Buckeye fans, and Browns. They're wonderful people, and you got to meet him.
Yep. They come in the store.
He's 80 years old. He looks good.
Amazing to me.
He looks really good.
Yeah, he looked like he was in his mid-60s, maybe.
Yeah, and she's beautiful. Yeah. They're wonderful people.
Yep, good people.
And they're really pleased with everything they bought from there. Also, if you get injured in any way, the legend was here yesterday. Hey, didn't he do a great job yesterday, Wildcat?
He's
Dr.
a lot
Mitchell?
of fun. He was.
He's incredible, man. The guy is truly amazing. He does things that people just don't do. 26 years he's given up his time, his weekends to take care of Bay County athletes. You don't see anybody giving up a year. This will be his 26 years on Bay County sidelines, a legend. Any type of injury, you want to call Dr. Chad Mitchell. It can be an ankle, a knee, a hip, a shoulder, anything. You're injured, call Chad Mitchell. People come from all around just to have him operate on them. The guy is that good. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Check
the
out
legendary
Robot
Chad Mitchell.
MD.
He can do it always. He can do it with his big, beautiful hands he has.
That's
or he
right.
can do it through a robot. He can do it all.
He even fixed your brain once or twice.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
there you
We'll
go.
get back to you on that one.
He has to go back and fix it every once in a while. We got newbies, 4 wonderful locations. Matter of fact, I'll talk about Charlotte here in a minute. Turpro Pest Control, you want the yard to look absolutely beautiful? You can make it happen. Patrick can do it. Listen to him every Monday, 8:30 right here on ESPN. He was a lot of great information.
That man comes prepared.
He is extremely prepared. He gets into it. I really like him. Now, he was wrong about Troy. He was wrong. Remember when
So was I.
I grew up in Alabama. I know all about Troy. Troy's not going to have the same players that Kentucky has. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's Illinois, obviously.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Like I said, that was a motivational kind of thing. Me taking
I was
Troy.
impressed by Kentucky because Illinois was playing well coming into the tournament.
They beat Duke.
Yeah.
Duke looks good, man.
That was the only game Ohio State beat this year. That was a good team, I believe, was the Kentucky.
Yeah. All right, we shall return. We get back. Jim Brandt, FSU, LSU basketball. What a game for a half. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jim Brandt, Jason Kovaleski, Wildcats Smitty. We'll be right back.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Your exclusive home for March Madness.
And it goes for the win!
We'll bring you every game live. It's the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament, college basketball's premier event, and it's all right here.
And the dream is alive!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The dream,
TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting is a fifth-generation contracting company based right here out of Bay County. TK Vandy's expertise in commercial and residential roofing, as well as a design-build general contractor, set them aside as a versatile and fresh alternative to achieve your construction needs. Contact TK Vandy Roofing, 850-866-9908, or email support@tkvandy.com. They can't wait to help you.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-605-4650. 800-605-4650. 800-605-4650. That's 800-605-4650.
If aliens showed up tomorrow and said, take us to your leader, you bring them to the Coach James Hale Show.
Danger, Bill Robinson, danger.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! FSU Update is brought to you by the one and only, the legendary Mrs. Newbies. Newbies Two on the Curve. Go watch March Madness right there. Everything's getting cranked. Man, you got the girls playing, you got the guys playing, you got college baseball, you got everything going on. You have a great time. Watch the game, and then head on down to the mothership. Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment you can purchase every night. Spring break. All you spring breakers, get to the mothership, have a great time. You got a brand new one over in St. Andrews. It's absolutely a blue building, great facility. Go check it out. You have a great time. And they're always giving back and helping out the community. Let's make sure we support them at one of the 4 Newbies location. The movie we're talking about George Foreman. The movie's actually on Disney Plus. Coach Oles told me. And the name of the movie is Big George Foreman.
Yep, and it's on Hulu and Prime Video, too.
Yeah, I really encourage you to watch it. It's funny. He's a little kid growing up. It's really, I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Jim and I got into it in 1992, 93, and he was bigger then. He was probably 275.
Probably
6'6", 275. That's back when he was big. Now his back is all crooked over. Now he's 6'1". But anyway, back when we fought, we did it in a big fun ring. The ropes were a little bit weren't tight like they should have been. I peeled it, but I was winning the first 5 rounds. I was all over him.
No,
but he did.
No.
Yeah.
Jim's got the reach on.
No,
How
no.
long are you on?
He suckered me in.
How long are those arms?
I don't know.
Yeah, there
He
you go.
suckered me. Can I tell the story? Were you there? Were you there? Am I talking
now?
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
So anyway, he gets it back. He was the first one to ever do the rope-a-dope. He gets back. I mean, I was wailing, and my arms were so dang tired. 6th and 7th round, I didn't have anything left. I tried to hit that big old head, and I couldn't get my arms up. And all of a sudden, that right cross came and it hit me on my chin.
He's conserving his energy.
Yeah. I got dizzy. Then he got me the left uppercut, and it was over. I mean, the next thing I know, they were carrying me out.
That's what
I was screaming, yelling. You won't get away with this.
That's what untrained fighters don't realize about fighting somebody that's trained is the cardio. Like, you might throw 3 punches and you're on the ground huffing and puffing, and this guy's like, okay, now we're starting.
We used to have to. We had heavy bags, we had speed bags, all this stuff downtown Montgomery.
Yeah.
And my dad, my brother had to do karate. We had to do that crap and my brother's a little bit older than me, so I wasn't much into karate. Like he was great. He was unbelievable with his hands and feet. But we had to do that. But we had to box. He was a boxer. He was a Golden Glove guy in the South Pacific. So we had to do that stuff. And he had long arms. My dad
cardio.
He had long arms.
Yeah.
But you go and I'll never went over 3 rounds, 3 minute rounds on the heavy bag. Go try that full speed and see how you do. You think it's easy?
I boxed for 2 years. I mean, that was that's what I did every 3. I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would box. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday I would lift, and then definitely hard. I mean, but box about footwork, conditioning. I mean, it's about movement.
When y'all bought, did y'all use? I mean, I know they have different ones, but the one that sticks up in mind it was the heavy back. I mean, you would hit it, it would move maybe 2 inches.
Right, for sure, yeah.
And your hands.
That's where you get your power punch.
You get kind of back in. This is back in the 70s, but your hands would get cut up. Your fist from hitting that thing, even with the small gloves on.
Right.
But it was incredible, man. And I got so much respect for the people that box because you have no clue.
Plus, the heavy bag don't hit back. So when you start to spar, that's when you really get into it.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. So those guys, I got a lot of respect for those. I also have a lot of respect for FSU, LSU girls basketball. We watched the game, and Jason, Jim, you were traveling, right?
Yeah, I didn't see them.
They got after each other, and I thought LSU would not have a problem. At halftime, I'm like, wow, we got a ball game. And then I'll be honest with you, I did turn the channel, forgot, went back, and I looked at the score. I said, what happened?
70-41 at that point.
I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Because the first half was back and forth. They were making shots. I was like, man, Florida State's in this.
They could run. They were up and down the court.
Yeah, but then LSU's talent took over, and their coaching, and it was a beating in the third quarter. That was the difference. It was 30-6 in the third quarter. That's a huge disparity.
Wow.
Yeah.
I watched Maryland's basketball girls. They got a pretty good team.
That was a great game, too, man.
South Carolina.
I was thinking about you on that one because Alabama.
We'll talk about that at 8 o'clock, yeah.
Plus, that girl had 47.
She's incredible.
She was.
Her dad's not. But anyway, South Carolina's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But if LSU plays like that, they're going to win it all.
Well, the bracket opened up last night. Juju Watkins tore her ACL last night. It was pretty bad. So she's probably the best player, one of the 2 top players in all of college basketball. I mean, they were touting her as the next Caitlin Clark. Really talented player, but she fell awkwardly going for a layup last night, twisted her knee. She was in pain. They took her back to the locker room, and this morning I just read that she tore her ACL, so she's out for the year.
Wow, I hate that.
Yeah, she's really good. So USC, as much as I like them, I don't think they could beat South Carolina or even UCLA without her.
Isn't it amazing, like softball is making money with TV, SEC, whatever.
Baseball, too.
Baseball's making a lot more money than I ever thought. And now girls basketball is really, people are watching it. I mean, that place, I will say this. What did you say the coach's name, LSU, the blonde?
Kim Mulkey.
Mulkey, she's outstanding. She's incredible.
She was a player back in Louisiana Tech.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I heard she's brilliant. I can tell. I guarantee you she's wealthy because she you can just tell these guys together. She knows what she's doing.
Well, she's a hard-nosed coach. She's an old-school coach.
And she knows how to sell her team, herself. She knows what she's doing.
Easy now.
Did you see her on the interview? You mentioned it on the interview. She's talking. Tell everybody about that.
Well, no, she was like had the headset on. She was talking to
this after FSU game.
Yeah, that was after the game. So they put the headset on her. They were talking to the TV crew, and her little granddaughter came up and was grabbing the cord and yanked her headset off.
Yanked her head off.
And then she whipped around because she didn't know who it was. And then the granddaughter only come up to her hip, so she's like, "Oh, okay, that's my granddaughter." It looked like she wanted to tear into somebody for a second.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
But what the second half, LSU looked unbeatable. But FSU, man, they looked like they had a really good ball club. They looked good. They ran up and down the court. I was surprised and they were coached well. Also, it just got away from them. And I don't know. You're going to have to be pretty good to beat LSU. But another thing, I know it's the FSU update, but another thing, LSU's basketball coach, she bought all the students' tickets. It was sold out.
Oh, really?
She paid out of her own pocket for all the students to get in. Big crowd, which is a big advantage for sure. LSU over FSU. Real quick, let me get FSU baseball, which is having a good year. Here is the D1 baseball poll. FSU now is ranked number 4 in the country with a 20-3 record. We all know the record's going to go up and down, tough competition. They got Florida and Jacksonville. I want to say it's today or tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It's today.
Today. So, and Florida's, taking on the chin. They got beat by Tennessee. They got beat by LSU. So we'll see how it plays out.
Which,
long
no
season.
shame in that. Those are 2 and 3 in the country. So
who can be hot at the end of the year? That's the
Texas
deal.
is playing really well too.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Texas A&M, man, they kind of
fell off. I think they fell out of the top 25 in their preseason number one. So.
Yeah. And didn't their coach just leave and go to Texas?
Go to Texas.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We get back, we'll talk some more about what? I'll let you know. But right now, I want to talk about jewelry. I want some fine jewelry. Where can I go? Could it be amber? Could it be
amber,
Russ?
Could be Russ. But if you want a custom-made, one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry, like I have, then you need to go and talk to David Adamson, Designer Jewelry, Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. If you're going to get engaged, you got that special somebody. They can design and actually produce a ring and have it on her finger in 10 days. David Adams, and do it for less, too. David Adamson, Designer Jewelry, Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
Okay, when you're over in Lynn Haven, you got to go have lunch at Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Pat Perneau is a city commissioner in Lynn Haven, does an incredible job. His restaurant is unbelievable. The customer service is second to none. It's like those TV series Cheers. You walk in, it's feel like it's like they know who you are. It's like they know your name. TV's everywhere. They treat you like family. The food's incredible. Never had anything bad there. Everything you have there is outstanding. Beef O'Brady's, but here's the key. It's Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Get down there and see Pat. Tell him we said hello. Go watch all of March Madness right there at Beef O'Brady's. Cuban sandwich outstanding, too.
Yeah, that's good.
The chips.
So were the wings. I had the wings last time.
Yeah, and every Wednesday, 10 wings inside for $9.99. You cannot beat that. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. That is in Lynn Haven. We'll be right back. Jim, Jason, Wildcat, Bama, 104.3. That's not time for Bama. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Am I crazy?
Is this a brand new?
Am I crazy?
Is this a brand new?
Am I crazy?
And I'll tell you one thing about the show, man. I missed you when you're gone. It was like my best friend moved away.
Well, you're going to miss me a lot.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Weekday morning 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Tuesday. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and temps near 72. Tonight we will have a variety of slight fog and mostly clear skies and be quite warm at 62. Slightly foggy in the morning, but otherwise mostly sunshine tomorrow and a high 75. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Ready for a great deal? It's Ready, Set, Go time at Panama City Toyota, where you can get 3.99% APR on the perfect combination of sport and utility in the new RAV4, plus 90 days until you make your first payment. Get 1.99% on the ruggedly refined Tacoma, plus 90 days until you make your first payment. And get 1.99% on a new Tundra, named the best resale value in its class by Kelley Blue Book. Ready, Set, Go.
Offer ends March 31st. For details, visit PanamaCityToyota.com.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all.
I hope you won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio.
Now that's the spicier food demo!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
I'm seeing some bell bottoms out on a Saturday night.
High top shoes, white.
That's for all those teams that are still kind of
He touched my hair. He touched my hair.
A little bit.
He touched my hair.
He hits my hair.
John Travolta, great movie, man.
Oh, my God. Anyway, we're back live, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Here we go. D1 baseball, the number one team in the country. Tennessee, 22-2. They beat Bama this past weekend, 2 out of 3 games. Arkansas, they got a great program. Basketball's good, football not, but basketball and baseball outstanding. They got a good program of track. They're good in a lot of stuff. Arkansas 23-2. Georgia Bulldogs, man, they got a new coach in there. He's done a great job since he's been there. They are the homegrown kings right now of college baseball. Georgia's 24-2, and then the Florida State Seminoles 20-3. Number 5, Oregon State 18-4. Number 6, Clemson 23-3. Number 7, Texas 19-3. Number 8, LSU 22-3. Number 9, Oklahoma Sooners 20-3. And number Big 10, Oregon 19-5. Now here we go. The rest, and it's a lot of SEC. Number 11, Auburn. Number 12, Alabama. And the Harvard of the South. Academics second to none. Athletic program second to none when it comes to baseball. The legendary Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, 13th in the country. They got a really good ball club. They beat Ole Miss. They beat Mississippi State. They're good. Number 14, Vandy. Number 15, Ole Miss. Number 16, Wake Forest. Number 17, Dallas Baptist. Number 18, Louisville. Number 9, UC Irvine. Number 20, Stanford. 21, North Carolina. 22, Troy Trojans. They got a good athletic program also at Troy. 23, Arizona. 24, UCLA. And 25, out of the ACC, Georgia Tech. And this is going to change quite a bit as the season goes along. Anything surprise you there, either one of you?
No.
Everybody okay with all that?
I guess.
We shall see. Long season, baby. Long season. All right, Deion Sanders, I want your opinion. Jim, you've done it. You've coached college. You coached high school football. You've done it all. You played it. You've been on a championship team. I think Deion's on to something. Him and Syracuse head football coach, they are petitioning the NCAA to allow them to have a spring football game. Deion, it was a great idea for him.
You mean an inter-squad?
Inter-squad game for spring football. Hey, it's all about money. I think this might save spring football if it's all about money.
Right.
But you got coaches that are scared to death about telling everybody who's a starter, who's second team, and all that. They're worried about people stealing players. So I don't know which way to go. But if it's about money, maybe this could save it. The NCAA prohibits any type of teams getting together, practicing with one another, playing any kind of competition. You can't do that. So they want it changed. They want to change it. Syracuse football coach, they filed their paperwork. Colorado and Syracuse filed the paperwork. They want the NCAA. They're requesting the ability to hold a spring football practice against one another or a game, whatever you want to call it. Now, Colorado has their game, I think it's April 1st, and Syracuse is going to play an inter-squad game a little bit later. But this would be 2 black head football coaches, 2 great ideas. They talked about that, the historical nature of it.
Yeah.
If it's all about them, do you think that will ever happen?
No, I have not heard this one, and I'm just sitting here listening to you, and it's like, I don't get it. You talk about sending out contradictory messages, mixed messages, maybe is a better way to say it. We don't want to play a spring game because we're afraid to get people hurt. Okay, that's one thing. We don't want to play a spring game because we don't want everyone else to poach our players. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, help me out. How are those things not going to happen if you play another team? What does it solve? Because what's the reason why you're doing this? And I'm not trying to be for or against. It's just like I want to understand what are you trying to solve here?
The only thing I can think of is because in the NFL they do a lot of intra-squad practices, but they're not televised. No, you don't really see those, you know what I mean? Now, we see the preseason games, but the intra-squad practices where maybe Buffalo will come over to New York.
Michigan will get the films.
They already got them probably. Yeah. But that would make sense to me.
It's just different coaches. We have different philosophies. Deion and this guy, they want to do it. They want to have spring games. They want to play one another. You got the other ones that are scared to death that somebody's going to steal a player.
And here's the thing, too, because I grew up in Northern Ohio, and I got a chance to see the Browns practice, okay? going to watch teams practice is boring. Okay, and that's what spring games have become. So are they going to tackle people and take people to the ground? Are they going to play a real game? That might attract some fans. But you're going to scam the people one time. Okay, Jason, let's get together on Saturday. We'll play, but we're not going to take anybody to the ground. We're just going to butt off. We're just going to wrap up. How many times are people going to pay money to see that? Once? Well, maybe once. So I just don't understand what's the end game here. What are you trying to solve? I mean, like, why are you doing this?
I don't know what the answer is, especially for spring football.
To me, that just doesn't make sense.
We're always going to have spring football, but are we going to have these spring games is the main question.
I like what they're trying to do.
I know Ryan Day said the other day that they probably are going to have a spring game after he said they weren't, and now he's saying as long as we have enough healthy bodies, we need to get these guys out there competing. So we still may have a spring game. Now, he did add the caveat if we're injured or have some guys that we might rest them and do something different. But he came out, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago with his press conference and said that they plan on having a spring game. So that's a change from just 3 weeks ago, right after the national championship game. The season got so long, I think a lot of these coaches are worried about these guys getting burned out before getting to fall camp.
See, I'm not buying that. They want to practice. They want them. I don't get that. I think it's like they don't want to lose a player. They don't want to have, at Alabama, they don't want to even touch who's the quarterback going to be. They want all three of those guys there at the end of the season.
Close the portal before spring practice starts.
Grow some.
If you're in spring practice,
don't have a spring portal.
You're just you're with the team.
Yeah,
then you can transfer.
Somebody's got to take charge of this crap.
But look how stupid it is to have a spring or not spring, but the winter portal open during the playoffs. You had guys on the playoff team that were transferring out because they had to get into the portal. That time. So did Alabama, I believe, right before the season started, Justin Haynes. Yeah. So they have a kid plays for Michigan, Scottie Pippen's son, that's transferring out, and he was playing minutes. Now, he got a concussion, but he was playing about 10.
Where's he going? They said yet?
He just entered the portal because that's when the portal opens, and we're in the middle of March Madness. And he could have added, he was actually a contributor on the team. So these timings don't make any sense to me.
Don't. All right. Let me ask Jim this, because you played back in the 70s. I don't know if they brainwash us, but I can remember going through spring. There were no time limits. I mean, they didn't care if they wanted to practice. But
move the drill. Somebody get hurt. God is my witness. We were doing some drill over here. Somebody would get hurt. Just move it. Leave them alone. Move the drill over.
That's the truth. That's God's truth.
Can't tell you how times I heard that one.
Did they brainwash us? Because we used to look forward to the spring game. That was like everything was built towards the spring game.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I just think people have lost their minds. I think the almighty dollar has got into everybody, and everything comes back to money. I just don't understand. What are they trying to solve here?
I think what they're trying to do.
They're still going to get hurt. They're still going to get poached.
That's the point.
And how many times are you going to do this where you don't have a real game with really people getting tackled? People aren't going to pay to watch that. Maybe you'll get them one time.
They're trying to regulate injuries out of the game, which you can't. It's a physical game. I mean, you got guys sitting out bowl games. You got guys sitting out this, that. I mean, I can't practice now. Spring practice, I might get hurt. Football is a physical sport. People are going to get hurt. I mean, and it's usually at a time where you're least expecting it. It's not like, I'm going to go out here and run half butt. And then,
don't you think, seriously, they're going to have to make and it's just going to solve all. It's too easy. You're going to hire them as employees. That's a contract for 1 year, 2 year, whatever it's going to be. And then they can't transfer out. You got them under contract. Just like copy what they own a day of the week. Do what the NFL does.
Right.
And they got to get this other thing settled first, and then they can get to that. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
That's what we're all waiting on. And it just takes
And
forever.
there's going to be a union, and they're going to probably say, we're not going to do spring football.
Right.
Does the NFL have spring football? Does the NFL have spring football?
No. So that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But I could see once they do that, there's some intra-squad games that they would
they'll probably have a lot longer camp.
Right.
Yeah. Like they'll copy everything. I don't blame them. Copy everything the NFL does.
There's a lot of legal stuff going on, but once that's cleared up, I don't think we're going to recognize what's coming. I mean, it's going to be completely different. It is going to look more like an NFL. I think your camp's going to be longer, like you said. I think we're going to see a couple preseason games, maybe an intra-squad game like they're talking about doing. But Deion's an NFL guy, so I understand what he's talking about because that's what NFL teams do. I mean, we see the preseason games, which are kind of like for that 56 guy on the roster. The intra-squad practices is where you find out what you got and who's going to play for you.
Exactly.
Think about it, though. They're smart. if there's not another game being played in the spring, it'll be on ESPN, it'll be on something, I'd watch it. If it's a game, if it's Colorado and Syracuse, I'd watch it. They get a lot of press, a lot of coverage. And you know if Deion's involved in it, the rating's going to be high. It's going to help them.
This is just me. Maybe I'm just beating it to death. But they're not going to, you can fool them one time with that. That's just me. Yeah, I'm going to watch that Saturday. They're playing at Colorado's playing Syracuse. And the first time they don't tackle people and bring people to the ground, you'll never get them again.
Turn the TV off. You're right.
They'll get turned off. It's like, no, they scammed us once. They got That's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, you're right. I think you're right. All right, we get back. We got the Alabama update, what's going on with the Crimson Tide, and then we got Auburn after that. And that's it for today, right? Then we can talk.
We'll go home.
Whatever we want to talk about spring break. We talk about SeaWorld.
Talk about bears and cages in Alabama.
Bear Bryant, Saban. Anyway, let's talk about some great things right now, and that is the local 115 downtown historical Bay County. This place is incredible. It's like the Hall of Fame of Bay County athletics. We're talking every sport. You walk in there, there's pictures everywhere. If you're in the band, cheerleader, track,
even some of the best Hall of Fame coaches that ever was.
Everything.
Their pictures
are up there. The food's incredible. It's a healthier option, actually. It's a oyster bar sports thing. Oysters, crab cakes. Their crab cakes the best you'll get anywhere. I'm telling you, anywhere. They're outstanding. Julie had, I think we're down there Saturday or Sunday. Julie had it, was out unbelievable. Steamed seafood, gumbo, soup, salads, wings, ice cold beer, right there at the local 115. Open for lunch and dinner. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. This place is getting really popular downtown. You go to the market, you walk around, shop, you go have lunch there, go have dinner there. Sunday, go watch the games that are being played. Great place, the local 115. And Kyle Vandegrift, the guy's nothing but a winner. His mom and dad, unbelievable people, legends here in Bay County. They got TK Vandy Roofing. You need a roof, that's the only place you need. Get Kyle Vandegrift. They'll come out. They will do an incredible job. If you want, heck, they can build a house. They can do anything you want. They design, they build, commercial, residential. They do it all. But if it's a roof you're looking for, TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. People are incredible. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Now, we got another doctor that comes on here every Wednesday at 7:30. Dr. Ward, the guy's incredible. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. If you're a female, the two things they get the most, breast cancer, skin cancer. Both can be deadly. It's like anything else. You catch it earlier, you got a fighting chance. Skin cancer takes 5 minutes. He's got an office throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Go see Dr. Ward. Don't put it off. He's operated on me twice. The guy is incredible.
One of the honest doctors I've ever met, man. And he's not.
Is he a great guy?
He's just not. He don't push pharmaceuticals if it's not needed. I mean, he helped me through COVID. I mean, I just have a lot of respect for him because there's not a lot of guys out there like that.
Yeah, he truly is.
Go
a
see
great
him
man.
if you do have any issues for real.
He's a Gator, baby.
Yep.
People love listening to him every Wednesday. He knows what he's talking about. We're right back. Jim, Jason, Wildcat, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the Man Cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Tuesday. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and temps near 72. Tonight we will have a variety of slight fog and mostly clear skies and be quite warm at 62. Slightly foggy in the morning, but otherwise mostly sunshine tomorrow and a high 75. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
Powered by Panama City Toyota. Your home for Auburn Tiger basketball. WGSX Lynn Haven. WVLQ Port St. Joe. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Clare, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you. Serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Put down your natural light. It's time for the Alabama Update. The Alabama Update, weekday mornings at 8. On the Coach James Hale Show at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama, roll tide, roll Alabama update. Brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Then we're talking local people, local companies, locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. You have anytime, any problem, day or night, just quits for whatever reason. You got a real old one. You call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll come out. They're going to give you some options and tell you what you need to do. Listen to them. They're the most honest people I ever worked with. Jason, you know this. Jason and his crew are incredible.
Oh, absolutely.
Honest, hardworking people. Family-owned. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Get it serviced right before summer, right before winter. It's going to last you longer. It's going to save you money on your power bill. Stevenson Air Conditioning. I saw another picture of Karen Smith. If anybody listening that knows Karen, give her a call and tell her to call Max Fitzmaurice Nutrition. She'll get some good sleep the old-fashioned way. Nothing prescribed. It's all natural.
And you could go grab a sample for free and take it to the house and then try it out for a night, see how it works for you.
You will absolutely be glad you did. All right. I want to give a shout out during this Alabama update to Mrs. Cowart, Mark Cowart's beautiful wife, Melinda. They had her on TV yesterday, and I think it was Channel 7. I think it was a Teacher of the Week or Teacher of the Month,
really?
whatever it was.
Congratulations, Melinda.
Yeah, beautiful lady.
She's still at Breakfast Point?
Yes, she is. Beautiful. She's beautiful. She's a sweetheart. She loves kids. She loves people. She's an unbelievable teacher. But she loves kids so much. She truly is one of the best teachers I've seen. Did a great job with Michael, and she's a grandmother now. But that's Mark Cowart's wife. Wonderful people. So congratulations, Melinda Cowart. I should have did that earlier today, but really proud of her. Alabama will be playing on CBS. Tip-off is at 6:09, not 6:08, not 6:10. 6:09 Central Time. Alabama versus BYU. Alabama's #2 seed. They're going to play #6 seed BYU. I think they're playing up in New Jersey. They were in the Sweet 16. Alabama's record right now, as we speak, 27-8. They beat Robert Morris 90-81. I never heard of that team before until they played them. I watched them. Alabama looked good. They played St. Mary's in the second round. They won that game 80-66. They missed a lot of buckets up underneath. I thought at times they played sloppy. And the other team just did not have a lot of speed. They were some big boys out there, but they looked heavy-footed. They just didn't look very quick up and down the court. BYU is going to be really strong, kind of same way up underneath the basket. They're really strong, got a good ball club. I heard good things. They're a veteran team. This is going to be a tough game for Alabama. Sears had 22 points, 10 assists versus Robert Morris. He has to have a big game for Bama to beat BYU. Now, BYU, their record so far this year, 26-9. They beat the 11 seed VCU, who is Virginia Commonwealth. Yeah. They beat them 80-71. They beat the #3 seed Wisconsin. Wisconsin's pretty good. They beat them 91-89. Again, BYU is a big, strong, physical basketball team. Now, if you're going to look, we were talking about the thing at Michigan. Everything you can think of now is bet on.
Yep.
So I do really, truly think Michigan's in some serious trouble. I really do, because of the betting. It's not what you did, but when money's involved in it, and everybody's looking for an edge to make money.
I think the reason they're going to get hammered is the lack of cooperation. When you sign up with the NCAA, you give them the ability to govern
whether you like
them.
it or not.
Yeah, like that's what
choice.
Tressel got hammered for. It wasn't because he traded tattoos. It was because they said he lied to the NCAA.
Now, I will say this, though. Whatever happens in anything with law, they tell you don't say a word.
Right.
Do not answer. So, anyway. All right, Alabama. Getting back to the odds. Alabama versus BYU. Alabama's minus 188. What does all these things know? I really don't know. We'll call Ryan Movie. Jason, if you know, jump in here. Now, for BYU, they're plus 155.
So if you bet 100, you would win $155 on BYU. If you bet 100 on Alabama, I think you would win, what, 60 or 40 bucks. But the spread's 5.5 for Alabama.
Yeah. The over and under, if you want to bet on the over and under, is 174.5. Alabama's one of the leading scoring teams in the country. I don't know that much about BYU. I don't know if I touched that 174 or not. What do you think, Jason?
Well, this is actually going to be a tougher matchup for Alabama. St. Mary's was just a slow team. That was a terrible matchup for them when you talk about Alabama and somebody that can speed them up. But this line is moving in Alabama's favor. It started at 4.5. Alabama's now a 5.5 favorite. It started at minus 205. That means if you bet $205 to win 100, it's up to 217. And then the over went from 173.5 to 175.5. So looks like a little of the early money's coming in on Alabama, which usually kind of tells the tale on where the sharps are betting too.
All right, Alabama. Good point. I'm glad you did all that. Alabama is a 68% chance to win, and when you put everything through the computers and all the bookies and all that kind of crap, 86% Bama. The score, after running through all these different things and going through the computers, the score: Alabama 89, BYU 84. And we all know sometimes, a lot of times, those are wrong. So we shall see. Saw another girls' basketball game yesterday. Jason, you saw the game also. It was really good.
That was a great game, though.
Here we go again. I was watching Bama, Maryland, Florida State, LSU, and then I was watching other things. So I get forgetful and go back. Bama looked like they had the game won. Looked like they had a big lead. Then I go back. It's in double overtime. Bama's down by 5 or 6. They come back, and they have a chance at the very end to hit a three-pointer to win it.
Yeah.
And Baker, which is the quarterback at Alabama when they won the national championship in 1992, Jay Baker's daughter's playing. Oh, my God, she's beautiful. Jay Baker, if you ever met him, that's a good-looking man. He is a good-looking guy. Julie thinks he's beautiful. She met him. We met him covering, he was watching somebody, maybe one of his kids or something, playing a high school football game. High school football in Alabama is huge. They have him on TV and everything like that. And Jamie was covering the game, and so we got to meet him. And Julie got to meet him. He's bigger than you'd think. But anyway, his daughter, how tall do you think she is? She looks really tall.
6'1", 6'2", maybe.
She looks bigger than that to me.
She might be.
But
she's a shooter, too.
My gosh, she can play.
Yeah.
How many points did she have?
47 or 48.
School record.
Yeah, SEC record for a tournament.
Yeah.
For women.
And they got I thought I'd have called a foul on it, especially being an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
Did you think it was a foul?
Kind of, maybe. I mean, they were letting them play at that point. I mean, it's chaotic at the end of the game. So I think Alabama was leading by 9 heading into the fourth quarter. Maryland made a really good comeback. I think they hit a 3. I wasn't watching the game. I was kind of following on my phone. So they did hit a 3. Mm-hmm. I think you foul in that situation. Make them go to the free throw line, give them 2 free throws, get the rebound. Now you go down and shoot free throws, but you're drowning the clock out. Right. So I'm fully on board with that philosophy. So I think they made a mistake there. But then Alabama got fouled on a three-pointer in the first overtime for them to tie it up with about 5 seconds left. So this was the best game of the day, men or women, to me, because that girl from Alabama carried them, and they were up pretty big. Maryland came back, and then the final overtime, Alabama had a chance to come down and hit a 3 and tie it again. So
if they call the foul and she makes them both, they go to triple overtime.
Right.
Okay. And they let them play I thought it was a foul because I'm a Bama fan.
Right.
She gets knocked down, the game's over. But it's like, to me, that's really what Alabama had. They really didn't even try to get the ball to anybody else but her.
I mean, she scored 47
points.
Put it in Jordan's hands at the end of the game,
I get it.
And the fact that they didn't have it, and I don't think she took the last shot, though, in the double overtime. I think somebody else did, and I think they missed the three-pointer. They got the rebound, and I think that's where she got fouled.
That's where she got fouled. Yeah, you're right. But a great basketball game, and again, Bama, BYU, tip-off at 6:09, CBS, okay? All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Can't say enough good things about Jason and his crew. Locals taking care of locals anytime, any night, anywhere, any place. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Give them a call. They'll be out there and they'll solve all problems. They are incredible. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, Thomas Drive. The best seafood, the coldest beer. If you're spring breakers, and we see a lot of spring breakers in there, man, they all know about the legendary J. Michael's. Go in there, you'll see things you would not believe. Pictures everywhere, guns hanging on the wall, motorboats hanging, you name it, they've got it. J. Michael's Restaurant. Go check it out. You will absolutely love it. Unbelievable.
Boats and guns.
They're loaded, too, so be careful.
Yeah.
Also, the legendary Chad Mitchell. Any type of injury, go see Chad. This will be his 26 years on 26 years on Bay County sidelines. We'll be right back with the Auburn Tigers, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Braves are back.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
And ESPN Northwest Florida is your exclusive radio home for Braves country.
He just wrecked that thing. Straight away center, a homer for Riley.
Sales, Strider, Acuna, Ozzie, Riley, Profar, and Coach Snitker lead a stellar lineup. Listen live nights and weekends on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Tuesday. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and temps near 72. Tonight we will have a variety of slight fog and mostly clear skies and be quite warm at 62. Slightly foggy in the morning, but otherwise mostly sunshine tomorrow and a high 75. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Is your car looking dull? Is your home's exterior showing its age? Flight Mobile Detail Technician brings the shine right to you. They offer expert mobile car detailing from paint correction and ceramic coating to deep seat shampooing. And for your home or business, their soft wash pressure washing system cleans without damage. Convenient, professional, and right at your door. Don't wait. Get that showroom shine and curb appeal back. Call Flight Mobile Detail Technician today. 850-640-5286. 850-640-5286.
Mid-South Lumber, where they treat you like family. Locally owned and serving the residents of Bay County for over 45 years. See Mid-South Lumber for all of your DIY projects, including windows, doors, siding, lumber, and millwork. Are you building a new home? Bring your contractor in to Mid-South Lumber and meet with a member of their sales team to discuss your framing, siding, windows, and doors. Mid-South Lumber, the biggest little lumber yard in Panama City. 717 West 11th Street.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
These men need inspiration.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
They're motivated by Vicodin and road skank.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle! Hey, Martha Kitty! Jay Barker.
Not Baker.
Some idiot called him Baker. I don't know. This mic's all screwed up. You say something in it and it says the wrong name.
Like Tula and Tula.
Take off this automatic. Yeah, the feedback thing. Yeah.
Feedback.
Yeah, it's feedback. These mics are screwed
It was Wildcat's fault.
Yeah. But anyway, it wasn't. I'm thinking about Laura and Eric, but Barker, Jay Barker. He was a great quarterback at Alabama. Great kid. Love that guy. All right. Auburn update. Get out to Beef-O Braised in Lynn Haven. Get you a great meal. Don't forget, every Wednesday, 10 wings inside for $9.99. This is a great place to go watch all March Madness. You'll see a lot of people you know over in Lynn Haven. Go check it out. The food's incredible. Pat's a wonderful city commissioner of Lynn Haven. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Go check it out. You'll have a great time. I guarantee you will. All right, Auburn basketball, they look healthy. They look hot. They look good. Who knows who's going to win it all? I still got the Gators, but it could be the Auburn Tigers. Could be Duke. We shall see. Now, they ranked these teams in the SEC most favorable to win it all to the least favorable to win it all. Most favorable, I guess they can take into consideration where the game's being played, who they're playing against, who the competition is. I think that's the most important thing. And just don't shoot the messenger. That's just me. Let's go through it, and we'll go back.
This football we're talking about?
It's basketball.
Oh, basketball.
Yeah, the SEC, the 7 teams, the NCAA record, the 7 teams left in the.
They're not good at football anymore,
let me tell you
they're
something.
hanging their hat on basketball.
Hey, roll tide. You got that right. Let me tell you something. I will give credit where credit's due. We don't own college football anymore, and you get mad if you want. Big Ten's won 2 in a row. We got to give them credit. They beat us. Michigan beat Alabama in 2023. Ohio State destroyed Tennessee. They won it all. Give them credit. They were credit's due.
Beat Texas, too.
Basketball, yeah, thank you, Jim. Basketball, the game, we didn't play the championship yet, but we were feeling pretty good about it. Hopefully an SEC team will win that. Baseball, we feel pretty good about it. We hadn't done it yet.
We'll give you baseball. We have wrestling.
Yeah,
y'all like
give us baseball.
In wrestling, no matter what happens. We're not competing with you guys in baseball, no matter what happens. USA. Yeah. Trump. I agree. That was
give
a great
you that.
wrestling match, too.
Yes,
if you
it
watched
was.
that.
Yes, it was.
Gabe Stevens hadn't lost in 4 years.
But we
Olympic
might.
Champion.
The mighty SEC might win it all in baseball and
for
basketball, and we will crown the Big Ten the champions. And they win it again next year, which I'm predicting they might. We're in trouble. We are. All right, here we go. Basketball. Florida Gators, most favorable to get to the game and maybe win it all. They've got number 4 seeded Maryland. Then they'll play the winner of number 10 seeded Arkansas versus number 3 Texas Tech.
I think they got a great draw.
Good draw.
But that UConn game, to me, is going to springboard them because UConn has that championship mentality. They won 2 in a row. They got one of the best coaches. You may not like his antics on the sidelines, but some of the sets that they were drawing up, slipping to the basket, would really cause Florida some trouble. They're able to dig in, and I can't remember the guard's name because I don't follow Florida as much as Dr. Ward and everything, but he was nails in pressure situations. And when you have a game like that early
From
in the
Lake Wales, Florida, Big Daddy.
The kid can shoot, man, and he carried them. Yeah. Great player.
I agree with you. I tell you what, though, do you know when Arkansas played St. John's, there was 12.2 million people watching that basketball game.
I saw part of that one.
Of March Madness.
That was
Arkansas
great.
wins.
That's incredible for a basketball game.
That would be
Look for
unbelievable.
that. There's going to be an upset.
You heard it here first.
Doc
You heard it here
Mitchell was
first.
saying there's going to be an upset. I agree with him, and that is going to be it.
Are the Wildcats still in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
They smacked Illinois around.
All right, here we go. Let's get him more. He'll know.
that.
Number 6, most favorable, Auburn Tigers. They get number 5, Michigan, the most scandal-ridden program in the history of athletics, Michigan Wolverines. And the winner of that game, they get Michigan. They win that. Then they get the winner of number 6, Ole Miss. Number 2, Michigan State. I will give the state of Michigan credit. That's a great job. You got 2 of them from the same state in this thing. Good job.
I actually think Auburn's the most vulnerable of all the number 1 seeds, to be honest. I mean, that are left. I mean, from where they were at mid-season and to beginning of the season to the end of the season where they lost a few games, I still think they're a little, I still think they're a little vulnerable. And that doesn't say they can't win it all because they are talented. They got one of the best coaches, but they got a tougher draw. Michigan's playing really well. Michigan kind of limped into the postseason.
They're big, man. Two
7-footers. They draw your bigs away from the basket. They can shoot threes. If they're hitting their threes, Michigan's a really tough out. So I think that's a really good game. But the game I would like to see would be Auburn-Michigan State.
You might see it.
Yeah.
All right. Coming at number 5, Tennessee. Can they do it? Can they get the monkey off their back? They've got number 3 seed or 5, I can't remember right. Number 3 seed, Kentucky. And the winner of that game will play Houston.
Oof.
Houston's pretty good.
So is
or
Kentucky.
Purdue.
Ooh.
Or Purdue. That's a tough one right there, man. That's a tough one, this one.
I wasn't a big believer in Tennessee, but going into the SEC championship,
great defense.
I watched them. They are really
coach.
good. They got a couple of shooters. What is it, Gainey that can shoot? They got another guard that's a really good shooter, so they got the offense. They play hard. They got Akpera that kind of like is a rim protector, so he's a 7-footer. So I actually think Tennessee could make a run and get to the Final Four. And once you make it to the Final Four, it's just, who's hot.
Well, okay, who are we fooling? Tennessee can't touch Kentucky. Come on, man. We're talking Kentucky. We're talking the Blue Bloods.
It's not going to happen.
No.
It hasn't happened, so it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. They're going to lose for the third straight time this year
right.
to Kentucky. And that brings you to number 4. It's the Kentucky Wildcats. We just talked about who they got to play.
Yep.
So we shall see. Number 3, the Ole Miss Rebels. Now, this would be the tougher ones to get in to win it. Ole Miss Rebels. They got number 2.
Michigan State, I believe.
Yeah, Michigan State. The winner of that will either get Auburn or Michigan.
Yeah. I think it's a bad matchup for Michigan State. I like Beard, the coach. He came from Texas, had that little incident, but I think he's one of the top, 10 coaches in all of college basketball. He knows how to build a roster. They play hard. Defense is good, but Izzo and Marge with that type of team. I mean, this is a very, very talented Michigan State team, and I think they're championship pedigree is going to carry him in that game, but that'll be a phenomenal game.
Okay. Number 2, this is getting at the toughest ones to make it. Number 2, the Alabama Crimson Tide. They got a tough one. BYU, number 6 seed, big up front, a lot quicker than the team they just beat. Then if they beat that one, they're going to get the winner of the number 1 seed Duke and number 4 Arizona. I just hope Alabama gets to Duke. I hope it's Alabama and Duke. I think Bama, they made it to the Final Four last year. Is this it? Do they win one more?
I think they can get BYU. Duke would be the matchup problem because the way Cooper Flagg's playing, he's just a different animal, to be honest. I mean, he's 6'9", can shoot outside. He makes good passes. I mean, and he's not the only kid on that team that's good. They got a 7'2" guy that is really good inside, protects the rim. Duke, to me, should have been the number 1 overall seed. That's just my opinion. I won't argue about it.
And who did Kentucky beat?
Duke. But who beat Auburn?
Duke.
When they were playing really well.
Who's going to beat Alabama? Duke.
I don't know. Alabama has a chance because their high-speed octane offense can really put people in bad situations if they get on a roll. Alabama could play with anybody. They beat Auburn at Auburn to close the season. I think they're playing really well right now. I mean, defense is going to be their biggest issue, and if they can guard
Jason,
down the stretch.
I know you played basketball. Your mother, you know the sport, but I've never seen it. I'll never forget 1990. I watched this young man right here on the court. I've never seen him make the moves he can. I thought it was Michael Jordan, the white Michael Jordan. Jim Brandt was incredible. Jim, does Bama have a shot at getting out of that?
And who they got to play?
They got to play BYU, and then they get the winner Duke and Arizona.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
That'll be a tough one.
Do they get out? Wildcat, do they get out of there? It'll be hard.
I got to flip a coin on that one. I really do.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
It all depends what Alabama shows up. Are they going to play any because if you don't play defense against Duke, you're going to get run out of the
That's
gym.
the matchup that's really
who has to travel the farthest?
Well, it's in New Jersey. That's the
Jersey. They're going to Jersey. No,
I think
it's not going to be Alabama. Then
I think it's in New Jersey. I could be wrong on that.
It's going to be Duke.
All right, the toughest one out of all the SEC schools, the toughest path is Arkansas. Least favorable to win it all. They get number 3 Texas Tech, and then they're going to get the winner of the Florida-Maryland game. I'm not sure that's the toughest.
Not the toughest. I mean, especially when you get
their opinion, it is.
Well, Florida is, to me, the favorite right now. Just the way they play, the way they.
I got Florida winning it all.
I do too, especially after the UConn game. I know they were struggling a little bit through that game, but when you fight through it and you're making clutch shots like that, you got a guy you can go to.
You got to remember who you're playing too.
Right.
You know, UConn's, like you say, he's got 2 in a row for a reason.
Yeah, I thought that was a really, really good matchup for that second round. So the fact that they pulled through that and made some clutch shots, to me, is just going to springboard them even further. They got everything, man. They got size, rebounding, they got outside shooting. They got some athletes that can guard. So to me, they're the favorite to win it. So I can understand why Arkansas. But Arkansas has played really well. I wouldn't consider them the 5th best team in the SEC right now. But just because of that matchup with Florida, they might be the lowest on the totem pole for what we're talking about.
We shall see. We get back, we'll give you the lineup of where everybody's playing, when they're playing, the teams that we follow anyway. And you can listen to it all right here on the legendary 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jason Kowaleski, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? What can we do? Where do we go? How do we get up with you?
We go down 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village. You can come see me today. I'll be there from 2 to 5 today. If you want to bring your son or daughter down, we'll put them on the InBody. We can talk to them a little bit about supplements, how to get an advantage with this off season coming up. And then we have our store at Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods. Melanie will be out there. She and her husband compete. They're really good. She's a certified sports nutritionist, or actually she's getting her certification, but she has a lot of knowledge. She helps with a lot of people's diet, so she can help you out as well. But come and utilize our free sample bar. Try out some of our proteins, some of the products we've been talking about, the Somata Max, the greens, the multivitamins that are good for not only athletes, but for mom and dad too.
And I just saw something on Facebook. I'm disgusted. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. And what about...
I'm the football with basketball tools. Ever since I was a little baby, I always be dribbling. In fact, I was the baddest dribbler in the whole neighborhood. Then one day, my mama bought me a basketball. And I love that basketball.
Auburn fans, let's hear it.
This is an open 3.
You've earned this one. ESPN Northwest Florida is your spot for the SEC champion Auburn Tigers. Congratulations to Coach Pearl and the Auburn Tigers for a historic season. And we're not done yet. The madness is just starting. Listen to the Tigers plow through the tournament right here. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Is your car looking dull? Is your home's exterior showing its age? Flight Mobile Detail Technician brings the shine right to you. They offer expert mobile car detailing, from paint correction and ceramic coating to deep seat shampooing. And for your home or business, their soft wash pressure washing system cleans without damage. Convenient, professional, and right at your door. Don't wait. Get that showroom shine and curb appeal back. Call Flight Mobile Detail Technician today. 850-640-5286. 850-640-5286.
Whether you're an experienced investor or first-time buyer, Beach House will provide you with top-notch service to guide you through every step of the process. We make the real estate process fun and easy through effective marketing, strategic advertising, and always a client-focused experience. From single-family homes to full-scale developments, Beach House Sales Development has you covered. Check them out at beachhousesalesfl.com or give them a call at 850-919-3500.
Panama City, are you ready for March Madness and the best crawfish in town? Head to Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar. Watch 4 games at once, all tournament long, on the largest TV in Panama City. Wear your team gear and score big. Buy a drink, make a basket, win a free drink. Plus, unbeatable specials. 3 pounds of crawfish with corn and potatoes, just $25. Buckets of beer, $12.50. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
He's a 10-foot-tall, barrel-chested beast man who showers in vodka and feeds his baby shrimp scampi.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Please welcome.
Ain't gonna hurt.
Live and local from the J. Michaels studio, the Coach James Hale Show, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3.
You guys watching boxing videos on the phone?
ESPN Northwest. No, it was some trash on there. Unbelievable.
Oh. Some weird stuff on Facebook.
Weird stuff, man. Yeah. Well, I've had some tricks played on me in the studio where come back and look over the years, come back and look, and you see something and then try to do a show. It's pretty interesting. Never let Mark Cowart near a computer. Anyway, these were some of these games. Oh, real quick before I forget, it's on Netflix. It's called Twister, the movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see it about
the movie? Yeah, but I saw that it was on there.
It was in Missouri. What was the city? God, what was the name of the city?
Oh, so that wasn't the one about Alabama?
No, Twister.
Okay.
Twister is about.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the town of Missouri? I
have no idea.
Me neither.
Joplin?
Joplin, Missouri, yes.
There's the Joplin, Missouri.
Yeah. Okay, I think so. This is...
You're talking about the first
EF5. EF5, it happened right after the one that killed all those people in the state of Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, 250 people killed. The same reporter that covered the one in Bama goes there. It starts off when he gets there, he looks around. He gets emotional. He says, he just says, my God, this reminds me of...
That's the one that went through 3 states.
Yeah, he goes, this reminds me of what I saw
wide.
in Tuscaloosa. And he started crying on air. They go through it. They got video of it. At EF5. Yeah. You can't... I encourage you to go watch it. It'll scare you now. If you were scared about weather, it will scare you even more.
Make you think about a storm shelter. That's for sure.
My God. There's no way. I mean, you're not going to survive. The EF5. You're not. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet, but
it's on
I ain't
Netflix.
gonna watch it. Yeah,
watch it. Jamie called me last night, Dad, I watched it. I didn't want her to watch it. And it's pretty incredible. Some of these idiots, Dad calls one of the guys and goes, look, we got a tornado watch. I want you to get home. I ain't going to be a tornado. Didn't listen. And guess where they wind up riding? Right into it. Yeah. Sirens are going off. They said, man, we couldn't get out of it. Anyway, one of them died. It was the graduation. It happened on high school graduation there. I encourage you all to watch it. Pay attention to what they tell you and stuff like that. This thing was something that you don't see.
Yeah, it was massive.
Yeah, a hurricane, we can get out of here.
Right.
A tornado, you can't. You're stuck.
They just pop up wherever they want.
Plus, a lot of them are at night where you just can't see where they're going anyway, so it's like...
They said this one kind of set up just like perfectly all the ingredients you need. That never happens, and this is the one time it did.
Yeah.
Kind of like the one, and that year is crazy. Within weeks, you had the one that was, they said, the most powerful hit Alabama, and then this one. And those two are the two most that caused, in the history of tornadoes, those two are the most, not deadly, but expensive.
Right.
What it called,
what
the damage, destruction. That's the word I was looking for. Now, here's what we got going on. If you want to watch the games, some of the teams that we're going to be following. BYU, Alabama. That was on CBS, 6:09 on Thursday night. Okay. Then you have out in San Francisco, out in California, you have the number 4 seed Maryland versus the number 1 seed Florida. That's on TBS. That tips off. So you can't watch all of them. This is going to tip off at 6:39. Then at 8:39 Central Time, you got number 5 Oregon versus number 1 Duke. That's on CBS following the Alabama game. And then the second game on TBS on Thursday night.
9 o'clock.
9:09 tip-off Central Time. Number 10 Arkansas versus number 3 Texas Tech. I'm going to watch that one.
Split screen, baby. Split screen.
There you go. Friday. We got a caller? Okay, I'll do this later. Good morning.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Who is this?
This is Jim from Arkansas. I just wanted to fill you in on something you may not know or you might know. You know, Arkansas started off 0-5.
Yep.
And now they're in Sweet 16. And when Calipari went there, he had one player on scholarship. So he brought some from Kentucky, and he did some portal and some recruits. So we're just proud of him that can't believe that he made the Sweet 16. I thought at 0-5, we'd be lucky we won 10 games all year.
Is Arkansas going to be the big upset?
Yeah.
Is it?
They're going to play. I don't think they can beat Florida. Florida's got too many three-point shooters, and we don't have.
Florida,
that's our biggest Achilles heel is three-point plays.
Well, what about the first round? Who they got the first round? I'm trying to find that real quick. Arkansas.
Texas Tech they're playing now.
Yeah.
How they match up against Texas Tech? I got picked them to win that game.
I do too, because we've played Texas Tech many a time in the Old Southwest Conference. So I look for them to beat Texas Tech, and I look for them to go all the way to Florida, but I don't think they can take Florida. Florida's got too many good three-point shooters.
Their defense is playing really well. I think St. John shot 26% from the field, so I mean they were getting after it. And you got to give Calipari credit for going to Arkansas, changing his philosophy a little bit because he's always been about the one and done and getting his team ready and getting to a Sweet 16. Because I know Arkansas has been starving for success for the last 20 years. So congratulations, great job by him.
Well, yeah, he finally got them playing as a team.
Right.
They wasn't playing as a team, and that's I call coaching. That's how you coach. Get them to play as a team.
Absolutely.
Well, we definitely want it to be Florida versus Arkansas. That way we got a Final Four team in from the SEC.
What do you
feel about Auburn, Michigan? What do you about that one? Then you got Ole Miss playing Mississippi State. We definitely want Auburn and Ole Miss to play each other. Then we get another one in there. But how do you feel about Auburn's chances?
I like Auburn and I like Ole Miss. I can tell you, Ole Miss is another sleeping team that I didn't think would make it this far, but they are pretty good. I watched them. They're a good team.
Now, this would be even great now. Let's just say we get what we want. We got Florida, Auburn in there, Tennessee, Kentucky. We definitely want Kentucky to get in there. So what if it's in Kentucky? That's 3 from the SEC in the Final Four.
That would be nice. Tennessee could be they're a good basketball team, and they could be the sleeper to take it all over Florida because they got a chance. They got some 3-point players.
Could we sweep it? There's any way we can put these haters and let their heads spin off? Can Alabama get it done? Can they beat BYU? Can they beat Duke?
I think Alabama to me, and I was talking to somebody I was going to bet with, and they wouldn't bet at Alabama. I said, let me tell you something. Alabama has more 100-point games than anybody that I know of. So they can score.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of they can play defense.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd say right here on there, I hope we get 4 from the SEC in there. I love it. I love going on Facebook and seeing all the hate towards the SEC.
Me too. And then when I watched the college baseball rankings today, and I saw Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, and you look in it, and I think we have 12 teams out of the top 20.
Yeah.
So Southeast Conference, we're showing them.
Yeah, I just wish we had a good football team in SEC. We're not very good anymore.
Well, Pittman, I was reading some on Pittman today. He's trying to pay some. The problem, I think, and I don't know why, because we got Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboy guru. He's got all that money, and he's an alumni of Arkansas. But we don't have the money to go out there and buy them.
No.
That's what killed college football is when you had to start paying people.
Well, you know what? Arkansas should just say, look, we're going to be a basketball power because all you need is a lot less players. And maybe he'll give money for the basketball program because you get 2 or 3 hot shots, you got a chance to win it all.
Well, yeah, but he was a player at the University of Arkansas football team. Him and Jimmy Jones both.
Yep.
So to me, it's just the thing that's killed football, in my opinion, is just paying everybody. If you ain't got the money, you're not going to get them.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to it the old-fashioned way.
Pay them under the table. Just one conference.
Just cheating. Have you the only conference that does cheat?
They ain't cheating if you don't get caught, right?
Well, you did.
Well, you've had some guys. You had some players that committed to go to like Texas, and then somebody come in and offered them more money, so they switched automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of killed football. But I don't give much luck for our football team, even though our offensive coordinator is back, and he actually took Arkansas when he was last season. He was there was 9-3, so he's a good offensive coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach. Period. I think he's an outstanding coach, no doubt about that. You're talking about recruiting and buying players. I just I'm a Bama guy, and I don't know. I don't know what to expect next year. Hopefully year 2 will be a lot. It usually is, so hopefully good things will happen. But when you're in the state of Alabama, we're talking Alabama. In the top 10 players, not one signed with Alabama. 1 went to Ohio State, 1 went to Oregon, and the other 8 went to Auburn. So I'm telling you, I've been doing this a long time. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If you got Saban back, you would have all of them because Saban was a hell of a coach.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, listen, buddy, I hope you Arkansas Razorbacks win it, and keep calling. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for listening, buddy.
I sure will. Thank you,
sir.
Thanks,
thank you, buddy.
Okay.
All right, Friday games, March 28th, on CBS. And this, you know what? This is big, guys. You don't understand. Where they play is big. Auburn's going to take over Atlanta. It's not a far drive from Auburn. There are going to be a lot of people. Dr. Mitchell didn't know he was going. His wife had booked him a room over there. He's going to the game. So I think that helps Auburn a lot, going able to go play in Atlanta. I think it helps Ole Miss fans. Now, Michigan A told me that Michigan people travel. He said it's not going to. He said Atlanta is not going to be a problem. We'll have more, at least as much or more than Auburn. I disagree. I think Auburn's going to take over Atlanta. But do they travel pretty good in Michigan?
100%. So does Michigan State, because Michigan State you would consider more of a basketball school because this has been one of the top coaches in all of the country for 20-some years. So they will travel. Now, will they have more fans in Auburn and Ole Miss because it's a shorter drive, easier trip? I don't know about that, but it's going to be like what you see when Ohio State plays Georgia over there. It's maybe 60-40, 55-55, or 45. Okay. But, yeah, these Big Ten teams travel, man. They got huge fan bases all over the country, so it's not going to be as dominant as people think. I think it's going to be pretty even.
Well, see, the way Michigan cheats so much, I didn't know I could believe what Michigan Eddie said, so I apologize, Michigan Eddie. Jason confirmed it. You guys travel really well.
The only thing they can hang their hat on right now is basketball because I was about to get nuked.
You know what? I should go back and apologize to him because I do remember back Alabama and Michigan played in the Orlando maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. They did have a lot of Michigan people there. I forgot about that. So.
There's a lot of people that live down here that are retired from years ago.
Listen, we're just Michigan people. Great. I don't have a hate on for them. I just like
speak for yourself, sir.
I play both sides. I enjoy doing that. I really enjoy it. I love stirring the pot. All right, we'll be right back. We get back, we'll finish up what's going on Friday in Atlanta. March Madness. Cannot wait to this Thursday and Friday to see what happens. Jamie Hale will be in Atlanta covering the Auburn Tigers. Looking forward to that. But let's talk about Turf Pro Pest Control. Do you want your yard to look beautiful? Patrick can make it happen. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Local 115, downtown historical Bay County. A sports-themed restaurant that's incredible. They got the best food. Try their crab cakes, the best you'll get anywhere. Open for lunch and dinner. Local 115 Harrison Avenue. Kyle Vandergriff, love him. Love his mom and dad. Don and Judy, legendary people here in Bay County. Great family. Kyle got the TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. You want a new roof? Is TK Vandy Roofing. They're incredible. Give them a call. They'll come out. They do marvelous work.
I'm going to call them for a roof over my deck.
Over your deck?
Deck. 16 by 32.
Yeah.
Just in case they're listening. So.
Did you get all those mirrors put in that room you were talking about?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. All right, Dr. Chad Mitchell, any kind of injury, call Chad. The guy does an incredible job. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. J. Michael's Restaurant, Stevenson Air Conditioning. We shall return. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
In the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Tuesday. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a gentle breeze around 8 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and temps near 72. Tonight we will have a variety of slight fog and mostly clear skies and be quite warm at 62. Slightly foggy in the morning but otherwise mostly sunshine tomorrow and a high 75. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
He doesn't try on clothes at the department stores. He just rips stuff off the hanger and lives with the consequences for years.
It's classy, it's intriguing. He's sexy, sassy, and full of spunk.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
The root of all evil. It makes you do things you don't want to do. Good things, bad things.
With
it. I was hoping you were going to play Pink Floyd, Money.
No, I'm not going to support it like that. It's not Friday.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's,
You got a phone call.
We'll take it in a second. Maybe. Again, March Madness got so many different places you can go watch it at. Make sure you go to our sponsors, Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven, Local 115, Legendary J. Michaels, you name it, we got it right here. Go out and have a great time and tell them Coach sent you. It's kind of hard, I guess, in Michigan people, with everything that's going on, the uncertainty, what's going to happen, when most of the country knows they're going to have to forfeit the national championship football game that was won illegally.
Yep.
Bama will probably be they will probably be named the 2023 national championship because they gained the closest game in the playoffs. They lost in overtime.
That's only fair because
yes,
Alabama gets everything. That's probably
true.
Or they claim
probably true.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll claim it regardless anyway. But this scandal, this sexual thing, people. Do they not take pride in the people they hire to represent that university?
So the university was contacted by the Michigan Police Department up there like 7 days before their playoff game, and they didn't act on the information, and they allowed him to coach at the playoff game. So that's going to come out too. So
wow.
Their administration's complicit. I don't think lack of institutional control. I mean, repeat offender. I mean. You got
what else can
6 level 1 violations that are coming out. That their program is going to get nuked. That's all we can say.
Yeah, they will never have sports at Michigan again.
Hopefully.
We got a caller? Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Go Boys, Drexel, back to Hey, who's in the Sweet 16? I know the Suck guys are back in Columbus eating potato chips and drinking Faygo.
Celebrating football national championships, a real sport.
Skyline Chili.
We don't play them like secondary sports. We're resting for this football season, so we'll win another one.
You're a 2-loss national champion.
That's
there you go. Good job, big guy.
Good job, big guy. Best run in college football history. Beat more top 5 teams than any team in federal history. It didn't matter.
Can't even win your
because all conference schedules aren't made the same.
Can't even win your conference.
Well, we didn't have to. We won a natty. You want to see our ring?
One at a time.
Would you like to take a picture with the trophy?
We got a ring too. Hey, and I was actually at the game when Michigan beat Washington, bro. I was there. I was
so
right
was
by the players,
Stallions,
man.
and so was Weiss.
Yeah, I was there. Anyway, actually, I'm on my way to Atlanta right now, heading to the airport.
Heading to the game. You going to the game? You're going to go watch Michigan?
No, I can't go to the game because NCAA is a bunch of morons, and they scheduled the game on Friday, and I'm coming home Friday because Kevin's got a golf tournament this weekend. So I'm coming home Friday. Well, Thursday I'll be there. NCAA is stupid. The game should be on Thursday.
They are games on Thursday. They are games on Thursday.
Yeah, but not Michigan. Michigan's playing Friday night. They have the late game.
You should just forfeit that game,
clean
too.
Your ears with Q-tips. By the way, the state of Michigan's going to take over Atlanta, by the way, because you got Michigan State both playing the same day. The Big Ten is going to take over the SEC capital of the world,
Bring out
Atlanta.
the riot squads.
Okay, all right. Jason informed me that you were correct, so I apologize.
I usually am correct.
Yes, you usually are.
Yeah.
And when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah. and you're wrong a lot.
Okay. What else you got for us as Michigan?
Besides being critical.
Yeah, you're so positive today. Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you, Maryland's a team to watch. They lost a lot of close games, and the way they beat CSU was hot. I mean, that was a good game, so watch out for them. I really feel bad for Juju Watkins, the USC star from the lady basketball. What happened to her ACL tear in the tournament?
Yeah.
And she's just seems like a great young lady and just a rising star.
Yep.
And it's just that's sad to see what happened to her.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Because we don't have much time.
I guess.
Yeah. Who do you like? Ole Miss versus Michigan State. Who you got winning that one?
I want Ole Miss to win because I can't stand Cal Tipperville.
Okay, you got Ole Miss.
I'm not like SEC homers that root for SEC just because it's SEC. Sorry, I don't do
He's
that.
the opposite. He roots for the SEC just to hate on Michigan State and Ohio State.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I got Michigan State in that game if we're going to pick our games.
Who you got, Jim?
If I had to pick, I would pick Michigan State.
So you got Michigan State?
Michigan State had trouble with the Lobos now. You know, they could have very easily lost that game.
All right, this is a Friday night. You know what? I'm not going to have y'all pick these until Friday.
Okay.
Let's go to Thursday. Alabama, BYU. Who do you got, Michigan Eddie?
I got Bama, that high-octane offense, and Coach Oates used to coach at Romulus High School, but outside DTW, just saying.
I do have Bama because I think they can speed them up and get them bigs moving, but I do think this is going to be a really, really close game.
Alabama.
Wildcat, Bama?
Bama.
All right. These are all Thursday games. Maryland, Florida. I got Florida winning it all. I got Florida.
I got Florida big in this game. After that UConn game, I think they got tested. I think they found some things out, and their defense playing better. I got Florida big.
Michigan Eddie?
Our money goes to Florida, so chomp chomp.
Okay.
Will Richard, man.
All right. This is on the second game on CBS. The number one powerhouse Duke versus the Big Ten Oregon Ducks. I got Duke.
Duke.
They're not playing Oregon. Oregon got beat by Arizona, I believe. So
Who are they playing?
Maybe Arizona, if that was.
That's Arizona. You're right.
Good game. Caleb Love, North Carolina transfer, played really well for Arizona, but Duke's just too much. Cooper Flagg's the best player in the country.
It's going to be a close game, and I love the Cats. Got stationed in Tucson twice. Love the Cats, but got to go Duke, but don't be surprised if Arizona upsets them. Just letting you know. I'm calling it right here.
Okay. All right. The late game on TBS, 9:09 tip-off Central Time. Arkansas, 10 seed versus number 3, Texas Tech.
That's
Arkansas, Pig Suey.
That's
Pig Suey.
Arkansas. Crank those hogs, baby.
Hog them, baby. Hog them.
Crank those hogs.
Yes.
I think Texas Tech's
Hogs
a little
all day.
overrated. I
Crank
think
those
Arkansas
hogs.
is playing well at the right time.
You a Pig Suey?
Nope. Yep. Arkansas.
Another Pig Suey.
Yeah, Arkansas for sure.
Arkansas, baby.
Texas Tech overrated. Crank those hogs, baby.
Yeah.
Crank those hogs.
Love it,
That's
man.
brother Arkansas fan that called in earlier. Arkansas, bro. Just saying.
All right, I do have to ask you seriously. I know, and let him answer. Let him answer. After everything has come out now, because you were all before, nothing's going to happen to Michigan. They did nothing wrong. This is bull crap. Everybody does it. Now, after all the things we're learning now, they've got rid of the lawyer.
This is different. This is about an assistant coach spying on students and all that. He's innocent until proven guilty. But if everything is factual that came out about Weiss, that's terrible. There's no way to defend that. There's no way to defend that. He's like a peeping Tom online, and I guess he's spying on girls. I guess with just videos and pictures that would be shared with their intimate partners and crap. There's no excuse for that. I'm not going to defend that. I'm not going to condone that. That's totally different than what you're saying. We're going to get the championship taken away, which you've been saying for 2-3 years now.
But
it's a bunch of crap. It's not going to happen.
Why was he on there
terrible.
doing that? If he's on there trying to find people that their injuries reports, they're on there doing all kind of stuff that's illegal. That's tied to Michigan football.
It's
tied to Michigan football.
Other athletes. He was looking at other Michigan athletes too and spying on them and being like a peeping Tom. Know your facts, Jack.
There's way more than just him peeping Tom.
I know there's way more than that, but we don't got time to go into it right now. So I'm on the way to the airport. I'm at the post office dropping some stuff off, and I'll get into it more later. I'll do some
Michigan
research.
fans, they I believe that he would hack into women's computers and take their photos, but not practice footage from other teams. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, no,
Do your research. Do your research.
Rutgers playbook either, right? Okay.
No, there's no proof of that.
Hey, we got to go. Hey, listen. Do your research. Call us Friday and let us know what you come up with. We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You're right.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Atlanta Braves play here.
Atlanta Braves opening day is coming in hot.
Deep right field and buried into the seats.
This Thursday, the Atlanta Braves open the season at the